Haye at 36. We saw you last night looking in terrific shape. Ready to go? Want it on now?
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, since my injury, since the rehabilitation, all the doubts, all of the people who didn't think I'd be back to my former glory. I've stayed clean, I've stayed focused, I've looked after myself probably better now than I have done at any other stage of my career. As you said, I'm 36 years of age now. In the past I could get away with 3 or 4 hours a night, 3 or 4 hours of sleep a night and still bang out 2 hard sessions. Can't do that anymore. I need a good 9-10 hours sleep if I'm going to push 2 hard sessions out. So I know that. I'm aware of my body now. I'm aware of what works, what doesn't work, and I have a solid team around me that assist me in getting me to peak condition. And I've got this fight right. And unfortunately for Tony Bellew, he's in the ring with, he said something last time we were face to face that, he wouldn't beat the old David Haye, but unfortunately the new David Haye is better than the old one. And people probably think I'm just saying it for the sake of saying it, and it's all about proving it. So Saturday night, you're going to see a real destruction job. Knocking him down for 10 seconds isn't exciting for me. It does nothing for me. He's got under my skin. He's chased me for 1.5 years. He's, really, made things personal. So if he wants to do that, I'll make sure he never, ever, ever does that again. And how do you do that? I'm legally allowed to do as much damage to him as I can inflict in 36 minutes. 10-ounce gloves on. If he believes he can stop what I'm bringing, he's in for a long, long world of hurt. And I hope he does keep getting up. He keeps saying he'll keep getting up because he's got a big heart. I hope that's the case, because this is going to be...
I promise you I will. I promise you.
Doing great. Then I'm hoping for if you don't get up, and make sure your little rat coach doesn't throw the towel in to try and save you for another day.
I promise you
There's going to be no other day. There's not going to be another day.
I promise you.
This is the last day for you. This is it. Enjoy your last couple of days.
Okay,
mate.
No problem.
Enjoy your last couple of days.
You enjoy.
That's it. It's over.
I'm sure it is. Just don't quit. Just don't quit.
You'll make sure your boy doesn't throw in the towel. That's what I'm saying.
No one's throwing no towels here, mate. We don't wave no white flags where I'm from, boy. We just fight.
We'll see.
What we do. Just as long as there's no excuses,
I'm in destructive mode. I'm in that vibe. I'm in that nice place.
You look beautiful, to be honest. Your hair looks great. You look beautiful.
I feel beautiful.
You look absolutely fantastic.
I feel fresh. My skin's clear. My
the vitamin D is flowing through your body. I've heard it all before, David.
And you'll feel it.
You look fantastic. I'll be honest, today you look good. You look light, but you look good, mate.
You look terrible.
Thank you.
Yeah, great. And you're going to look even worse when you're unconscious on the floor.
I feel okay, mate. I'm doing okay.
You're not going to feel okay Saturday.
Trust me, I am. I've heard these threats many times.
I've heard you threaten people as well in the past.
You forget. I've been here and done this many times, David.
Not against a big heavyweight like me, mate. Not against
I'm sorry to inform you, my friend, but you're not a big heavyweight. A big heavyweight is Anthony Joshua. You are not a big heavyweight. You will show that on the scales tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see.
You are not a big heavyweight. I'm just letting you know you're a big cruiserweight.
Okay.
If you're a big heavyweight, then we will see tomorrow.
We will see tomorrow. Can't wait.
Thank you. I mean, I'm impressed. Like I say, you've turned up today. You look smart for once, which is nice to see, and your hair looks fantastic.
Beautiful.
It's been. I've enjoyed it. I enjoy the threats. I really.
They're not threats. It's just what's going to happen. It's just power punching, clean, crisp shots, smash it up.
So if that's what's going to happen, I should start calling you David Houdini Haye instead of the Haye faker.
Houdini. You can tell me whatever you want.
Yeah, fantastic. I love it.
Can't wait. That actually predicted the future, by the way.
No, well, you just done it, mate. You're the one who said it's happening, so we'll see.
Houdini disappeared like you will on the night, mate.
Nah, mate.
Yeah.
Believe me, I ain't
You're
going
the one
nowhere.
doing the Houdini, mate.
I ain't going
forever.
nowhere. I'm quite happy where I'm at.
You are now. Not on Saturday.
I'm going to be even happier.
In that ring.
You will see me.
Can't run off anywhere down there.
You will see me walk to that ring with a smile on my face, and you will see me leave with the glory. While you
call
go into the
glory,
darkness,
then
or back to the
maybe you will. There's a lot of people
you are going to
claiming
go into
after
the darkness.
Tragic things happen.
I just
glory,
can't
they
wait.
leave to glory.
I can't wait to hear the excuses come from you. I really cannot, because I don't want to hear, I underestimated him, I was on a yacht, I was doing this, I don't want to hear any excuses.
You won't be able to hear anything, mate, trust me. You can't hear when you're asleep.
Trust me, son.
You won't hear anything, you won't see, hear, or anything. Hopefully you'll regain it at some stage, but you ain't hearing it right after the fight.
I am not going to sleep. And let me tell you now,
at best you're going to sleep. At best.
That is a fact.
You've got to pray you're going to sleep.
Nobody's put me to sleep in my whole life.
Way worse.
Nobody's put me to sleep in my whole life. And nobody's ever made me quit.
Knocked out. Many people have never been knocked out before. So
sure you have.
Yeah.
Stopped on my feet once and once only. Very similar to you, but the difference between me and you is the last time you got stopped on your feet, you quit. I didn't quit. I got genuinely stopped on my feet. You quit.
Remember that feeling.
Remember that feeling? You've just said you're going to leave me on the floor, so I'm going to start stopped on my feet or on the floor. Will you make your mind up, boy? For God's sake, make your mind up. You're a walking contradiction, boy.
This is going to feel so good. Oh.
Just keep closing your eyes and pretending you're somewhere else, David. You could pretend you're back in Miami. Or on that yacht. Once again, that's not yours. Live in a fairy tale world.
This is fun, isn't it?
Fantastic. I love every minute of it.
Oh, so how many hours we got to this fight? How long is it? 2 days? Was it Thursday, Friday, Saturday? Oh, lovely. No more hearing this guy. It's going to be a great place. So make sure you all tune in. Sky Box Office.
Yeah.
Saturday night, you're going to get a great night. Great, solid undercard. Lots of entertaining, competitive fights.
You're going to see the end of Haye Faker 2 and the beginning of Haye Faker .3. That's what you're going to see on Saturday night. It's like the bleeding Die Hard movies over here. Thinks he's bleeding John McClane, this clown. Christ. Haymaker .2. You think this guy's a movie franchise? Jesus Christ. Haye Faker .2. I've never heard nothing like it in my life. We're just fighters, David. We're just boxers.
I'm the fighter. I'm the fighter. You're just a guy who happens to do boxing.
Yes.
You're the guy who happens to do
That's
boxing.
not what that green belt says in the house, my friend.
For a vacant title against a guy who was 5'7". Really?
5'7"? Not really, no. But at the end of the day, mate, it's a WBC World Championship against the number one world-ranked fighter I beat.
And you'll go down as one of the great British cruiserweights.
He wasn't just anybody. Well, I absolutely slapped your Playboy friend all over the place for the first defence. Was he terrible too? Is he
punched
terrible?
him clean in the balls, mate.
What's your point?
I've made sure I've got a really solid cut as well, just in case you try those tactics with me.
Was it the low blow that dropped him 4 times as well?
Listen, when you hit someone in the balls, then you can go and...
David, was it the low blow that dropped him on the floor 4 times?
I don't know.
You do know, David. It was the left
I know. I saw a clean shot to the balls, then I saw you throwing a load of punches, and he hits the deck. Yeah, so you probably hit him in the balls first. So throw a load of punches after the low blow, yes. Yes, correct.
But the low blow...
And an elbow as well, chucked an elbow as well. So I'm prepared for your rough tactics, your low blows, elbows. We know what you bring to the table.
But David, you're missing one thing.
Go for it.
The low blow didn't score 4 knockdowns, mate. That's all.
It helps. If I kick you in the balls for a fight, then start punching you, it's going to help the punches, isn't it?
It doesn't, David.
It is.
A low blow does not score 4 knockdowns,
I didn't
David.
say it scored the 4 knockdowns.
Your friend got slapped around and he bitched like your
I'll
pop.
get revenge for my friend then.
Will you?
About that. I'll get his revenge.
The only revenge you
won't go down 4 times.
The only
go down
revenge
1
you can
time.
get for him is if you pay for a dance in a strip club where you two guys are together, because that's the only friends that you are, mate. Nightclub buddies. That's where you belong. You're just going back to the nightclub scene. That's where you belong.
I might go out tonight, in actual fact.
You've done it before.
Enjoy myself.
You've done it before, David. You've gone out before some of the biggest fights in your life the night before.
Yeah, and every single time I've done it, I've won.
Yeah, you have, yeah.
So
well done.
It might be a good luck charm.
You want a medal?
Yeah. No, I don't want a medal. I'm just saying it's how it is. Different people live their life in different ways.
We do live our life in different ways. I know what's important to me.
I know what's happening. It's a beautiful place to be.
You know what's happening? Like I say, Houdini strikes again. Is it Houdini? Is it John McClane? I don't know. Is it .2, .3? Jesus Christ.
Houdini's a magician.
Scenarios.
Houdini's a magician.
A magician?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's that thing upside down in water and died. So.
We'll see. Time will tell. Time's ticking. Yeah. 2 more days.
David, Are you totally injury-free? 100%?
Yes, as much as any other fighter is before they get in the ring. I'm feeling healthy, I feel fast, there's no punches restricted, there's no movement restricted. I can throw whatever combination I want, there's no problems, I'm fine. I feel very good, I feel as good as I've ever felt. Before most of my other fights, there have been issues of some kind. Some of them have been affected the fight, some of them didn't. Just I'm sure Tony's probably had issues. Every fight is a high impact sport. You're sparring hard rounds, you're getting punched. You get niggles, you get knocks, you get bumps, but you work around them. You get your physio, you fix it, and you crack on. And as I sit here today, I've done the trough, and I'm coming out, and I'm coming up to my peak on Saturday, and I'm ready to go. So there's no issues, thank God. I'm very happy.
Your little toe okay?
Toe's perfect.
Brilliant.
Toe's perfect. I've had it checked twice, and it's
That's fantastic.
It's great.
Do you feel refreshed, rejuvenated, having had the shoulder up, and now you feel this is your time?
At the time, I didn't feel rejuvenated. At the time, it felt terrible. It was horrible. It was, I'm not sure if any of you had the shoulder operation, but I sort of stuck my arm in out like this for 6 months, and I could hardly do any other type of injury. So it's quite a low time in my life, but. Time heals all wounds, and with the right mentality and the right strength and conditioning program, and rehabilitation program, it's amazing how the human body can fix itself. And I feel as good as I've ever felt, and I'm just fortunate that I've got such a big stage to showcase, the new version of myself. I really am happy.
And you say it's the new version, the version that you believe will beat any other heavyweight in the world, not just Tony?
Yeah, for sure. But as I said before, I haven't trained to fight Tony. I've trained to fight someone a lot bigger, a lot stronger, faster, who puts more pressure on me. And that's how I've trained. That's how I've trained, and it's felt good. It's been tough. It's been tough, and it's been hard. But I've made sure I've balanced the tough, hard training with the relaxation and the chilling. As in the past, I've tried to do too much between training sessions and kind of broken down, got a bit stressed out from time to time. But I've really tried to focus on training super hard and then switching off from training and just enjoying my life. And I think I've got a nice balance, and you'll see the results of that balance Saturday night.
So many fighters say they prepare for 12 hard rounds. Is that what you've done, or do you honestly believe this is a short blowout?
I've trained for 12 hard rounds against a guy who's got longer arms than Tony, who's bigger, physically heavier, stronger, and faster. That's what I've trained for 12 rounds with that guy. I don't believe I'm hoping that's what he brings. I'm hoping he is that guy that I've trained for, because if he is, then we're going for an absolute treat. But if it's anything resembling anything like his old self in any of his fights, then it's going to be real brutal, real fast. But I'm praying, I'm really hoping that he's somehow adopted a new style and have learned some new skills and new things, and his reflexes are faster, his defense is better, his leg works quick, he cuts the angles better than he used to do. I've trained for him to do, as I said, I haven't trained for him, I've trained for someone a lot better than him, and I'm hoping that new guy turns up, because if it does, I'd love to have a nice long 10, 12 round fight. That'd be amazing, because I haven't had one of those for many, many years. So fingers crossed, Tony's coming with his A game.
Tony, David's constantly says he'll knock you out. Will you knock out David Haye?
I'll be totally honest, Adam, I haven't got a clue what's going to happen with him. I just hope once the going gets tough that he sticks in there with it. So that's what I'm hoping for. I would hate for this fight to be somebody it gets rough and tough, and then somebody just goes, I've had enough. That would be bad for the fans. That would be bad for him. Because I haven't got that in me, so that's not going to happen from my part. I mean, David has constantly gone on about how this fight's going to end quick and stuff like that, but then once again the walking contradiction says he's prepared for 12 rounds. So it's unbelievable. Like I say, he just says one thing and then says another, and I think he forgets half of the things he says. But listen, I've prepared for a very, very hard fight. I've prepared for the fastest, most powerful version of David Haye. I've got to stick to a game plan, and I've got to be clever in there, because you cannot go in there and give it the opportunities to David Haye within them first few rounds. It just can't be given to him, because he will take it and the fight will be over instantly. So you have to have a game plan. You have to have a backup plan. and you've got to be able to carry them out, and I have shown on various occasions that I can follow a game plan and that I can stick to it. So like I said, this isn't my first time on this kind of stage, and it will not be the last, regardless of what people say. I will go out there, I will execute the game plan, and I just hope he's willing to go as far as I am. That's all as I will say. I hope and pray he's willing to go as far as I am. All as I want to do is win. By any means necessary, just win. And then hopefully we go home safe afterwards. That's what it wants. This is a sport and a business. And although he says it's personal now and stuff like that, to me it's not. It's not personal at all. I've just got to win and claim my glory, and I'm going to do that on Saturday night.
Win, lose or draw, will there be respect between the pair of you after it's finished? First of you, David.
I don't want to think that far ahead, to be honest. You'd have to do something really impressive in the ring for me to respect him. It depends how he fights. If he comes out and gives me and does something quite impressive, and gets past a couple of rounds maybe and hits me with a few shots, then I'd have nothing. Of course, I'd have nothing but respect for him. But if it goes how I think it's going to go, then what respect? I don't know. Respect is earned. You don't just give respect to people. It has to be earned. Although he's had a long, illustrious career up until this point, none of it's been at heavyweight. And for him to gain my respect as a heavyweight in the heavyweight division, he's going to need to show he's going to have to stand in front of me and give me a reason to respect him.
Tony?
I fully agree with him for once on something there. No, I am not a heavyweight, but I completely disagree with him on the point is I have to stand right in front of him and do what a heavyweight would do. That is not wise. This is not a game of I hit you and you hit me, let's see who hits the hardest. This is a game of hit and not get hit, and that's what boxing is about, and that's what I will be trying to do. Believe it or not, I don't enjoy being punched in the face, and I have no intentions of getting whacked really hard in the face, so I'm going in there and I'm trying to get the job done with minimal damage to myself. That's the dream. I mean, the reality is that ain't going to happen. The reality is I'm probably going to get a broken nose or be really sore and stuff like that, but I'm prepared for all that. These are the things that I take into consideration. I understand what he's good at. I've always respected him as a fighter. I think he's an outstanding fighter. I think he always has been. It's just about how long is he outstanding for, and that's the big question. Even in the prime of his career, he can't be outstanding for a full duration of a fight. So I'm somebody who's going to get stronger as the fight goes on. I think that's pretty much a given. And as regards to shaking hands and stuff like that, Adam, I think it's been very disrespectful the way he spoke out to people of where I'm from, the things he said he's going to do to me. I just think it's wrong, and if he was to apologise maybe for something like that, then maybe yes, there would be some kind of gentleman handshake or something like that, but I believe he's far too arrogant a man to ever even consider apologising. You've got to remember, this is the guy who's thrown a punch at me at a press conference. So, with no gloves on. Highly, highly dangerous thing to do, and a very stupid thing to do. Something I've never done at a press conference ever before, so it is what it is.
Finally, prediction time. David first.
I'm hoping, really am hoping, because I've put a lot of hard work in. I've trained hard for many years. I've working with Shane for over a year and a half. About a year and a half? About a year and a half now. Had a fight last January 2016. In May we was training for a fight, sort of September, December. So we've had consistent training for the whole of 2016, and really progressed, really improved fight by fight. And it would be nice to have an opportunity to showcase a lot of the stuff that we've been working on in this fight. So what I hope happens is Tony's saying he's going to hit and not get hit. Great, that sounds great. If he can chuck a few puzzles at me, make me work for it, make me, overreach. I don't know if he's going to try. Hopefully, he's going to try and. Hopefully, I have to think in this fight. But what my gut instinct says is I go over there and just let off a vicious barrage of punches. The first one stuns him. The next 3 or 4 finish him off, and I can't see it any other way. I'm really hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping at the end of the first round, it's like, yeah, we're in a fight here. Second round, if we're still here, great. It's just all this hard work, all these graft, all these lungy sessions I've done are for a reason, because it can be a bit anticlimactic knocking someone out early when you've put a lot of the hard work in for a whole year. I'd love to be able to showcase what I've done. So, but if you ask me for a genuine, realistic prediction, unless he's had some sort of brain transplant and a body and a chin transplant and a body transplant, he's getting knocked out really quick, really quick. As soon as the first shot glances the side of his head, he'll realise it's a whole different sport he's involved in here. So that's my prediction is a spectacular, violent knockout, showreel knockout. Showreel knockout is what it's all about. Not just stopping him on his feet or his corner throwing the towel. Getting stopped by Stevenson wouldn't give me any satisfaction. He needs to be out properly.
Tony?
Just a win, Adam. You've got to remember, this is the first time in 5-6 years this guy's going in against someone who punches back. So, I'm hoping for a really good, hard fight, and I think we'll get one for 4 or 5, at a push, maybe 6 rounds. And then I think we will start to see a shift and a change in pattern. And let's just hope, like I say once again, I know I'm harping on, but for no excuses and no injuries, or I can't come out for this or I can't do that. Let's just, best way to say it is, may the best man win. I hope you stay healthy from start to finish. Simple as that. May the best man win. We will see. Understand, this time I am not a punch bag. I am not the maggot, and I am not the clown who learned to box through YouTube. A world champion. Let's just remember that.
May the best man win. The stage is champion after that wonderful win for him at Goodison Park and the defence against BJ Flores. Then we all know what happened. He gets the fight that he's always wanted against David Haye. Tony Bellew, massive night for you on Saturday.
Yeah, it's here now, and I'm looking forward to it. I don't really have that much to say. It's been a long, hard camp. I've enjoyed it, and it's nearly time to rock and roll. There's not much talking left to be done. Let's just see what happens Saturday night, and the main thing is no excuses. No excuses, because they've been put out there to the media. There's reasons why you guys have heard about injuries and stuff like that. No excuses whatsoever. We all get sore. We all get knocks and bumps. This is the combat, brutal business. It's called boxing, and the camps are hard and the camps are long. Just no excuses. I don't want to hear any of them at all. To Adam, I've been called many things. I think it's Adam. Your name's Adam. Yeah, it's Adam. I've been called many things over the years, but a politician, my friend, is not one. I'm impressed. I don't pretend to be nothing. I'm probably the most realest person you'll ever lay eyes on in your life. What you see is what you get. I don't know what I've said to you that makes you believe that's not true, but believe you me, everything that I say is true. It's just a fact. It is the way it is. I've never made anything up about David, yourself, anyone else in your team. I'm a straight shooter. That's what the likes of me are called, a straight shooter. I'm not the guy who's surrounded by scumbags and idiots. I'll leave that to you, guy. I'm not the guy who's surrounded by cricket match fixers. I'm surrounded by genuine businessmen, so it is what it is. That was just for you, that as well, Adam.
So, to the former cruiserweight champion of the world, the former heavyweight champion of the world. I know